Okay, to start off our great dishes, I started with 2 cups of white rice, and that's going to be part of the delicious recipes we have for today. Jasmine rice. And now for our sticky bake pork rice bowl, we have all these ingredients that we are going to use for this delicious plate. Now we have the pork. Right here I sliced it. This is pork belly. We have hoisin sauce. We have Shaoxing wine. We have 5-spice powder. We have sea salt. We have soy sauce. We're going to use garlic, green apples, cabbage, and red chili pepper. And we're going to create a great sauce for this pork belly, and you're gonna love it. And it's gonna go over rice, white rice, the one that I just showed you, the jasmine rice, my favorite. We also have scallions for garnish, and we also have ginger. To start up the glaze for the pork, we're gonna use hoisin sauce, a little bit of Shaoxing wine, if I could open it, the Chinese cooking wine. If you don't want the alcohol, you can use orange juice or pineapple juice. But when you cook it, you burn the alcohol. Add 5-spice powder. Add some soy sauce. So now we can mix our sauce, our glaze, with the 5-spice powder, which I really love. The Shaoxing wine, the dark soy sauce, and the hoisin sauce. And we could brush this on the pork later on. Delicious, I love it. Now in Australia, they call this pork rachis. But here we call it pork belly slices. So we're gonna give some seasoning of a coarse salt, so we can season it well. Now pork is very good with salt. You can never put too much salt on it. I'm gonna shake this around so they could absorb all this wonderful salt. And meanwhile, I'm heating up the pan with the oil so we can sear our pork belly. Now searing, you know, is locking in the flavor. It's not locking in the juices like people say. This is for better taste. When you sear the meat, the juices go inside the meat, and then when you're done cooking it, that's why you have to lay it rest so the juices could go back and expand again before you cut it. So I'm gonna put this in the pan now to get it ready. In our pan, which is gonna go in the oven, we are going to pour some oil, pork belly, this pan to go inside the oven. It smells wonderful. I'm going to do it in 2 batches because otherwise, if you put too much in a pan, it'll end up boiling the meat, not frying. So I have more here left. Now after 3 minutes, we're going to turn the meat around. So this is going to finish cooking inside the oven. together with the cabbage and the apples. These are plates that you could prepare during the week after work. They're easy plates with wonderful white rice. Very comforting and easy to make. You're gonna love it. This is the first time I'm making this. I love the way Marion cooks. Marion's Kitchen, you should look up her channel. She lives in Australia and she has so many wonderful recipes. I love it. The way she cooks, everything's so nice and clean, and she's wonderful. The way she explains everything, every detail, make it as easy as possible. You should smell this pork. Too bad you can't smell it. It's 11:09 p.m. here in Hollywood, Florida, and I could not wait to leave work at 5 p.m. today to come and rush home to cook this dish for you. I'm going to make them a little brown. I'm moving the cooked ones over to the edges because the middle is the hottest part. And then I'll do the other batch. I'm going to remove this now and cook the next batch. Now in the meantime, I am going to be peeling the green apples. God. And slice them into large pieces. I'm going to get rid of this excess fat so I could put the pork and put it in the oven. I'm going to cut the apples in large pieces. Like so. Cut the cabbage. Now we're going to cut our cabbage, but I'm going to remove some of the leaves from the outer leaves to get some fresh ones. And then I'm going to cut it. Just be careful doing this. Lovely cabbage. You can use any cabbage you like. You could use purple for color, or Asian cabbage. I'm just going to chop it now. We could put it inside the tray together with the pork belly. I have the oven set up at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. She didn't specify the temperature, so I'm just guessing. And because it's pork, you have to heat it up. Got the garlic chopped, and now I'm gonna grate some ginger to go in the tray. Oh, it smells so good. I love ginger. It is wonderful. Beautiful ginger. You could do it with the skin if you like. It doesn't matter. Add our garlic to the pan. And we're also going to add the ginger that we grated. This is wonderful flavors. Oh my God, it smells amazing. Add in our apples. Add in the cabbage. For more liquid, for this pan, we're gonna add some more Shaoxing wine. Chicken stock. Now, if you don't have chicken stock, what I do is I grab a tablespoon of chicken bouillon with water and I boil it, and that's how I make my chicken stock. Add our bacon or our pork right on top, because we're going to glaze it with the sauce that we prepared earlier. This will give it this wonderful sweet taste and beautiful color. With our sauce, we're going to glaze. We're going to put it in the oven. Then we'll take it, turn the pork around, and we will glaze it again. So it'll be covered on both sides. This is going to be a wonderful dish. Love it. I already tried the cabbage. It's tasting amazing. So we're just going to turn this over and reglaze them for that ultimate flavor. More sauce. I'll stick it in for another 15 minutes. Back in the oven, 15 more minutes. 15 minutes are up. Look at this beauty. Now it's time to garnish. Garnish with the green onions, the scallions. You cut them like this, slanted for a beautiful cut. Our pork over the rice. Garnish it with scallions and a little bit of red chili peppers. A wonderful dish. I love it. Morning, friends. Last night I showed you the cabbage and the pork. It was amazing, but it was too late to continue, so I waited till today, daytime. And then I'll show you the next recipe that she had. She had pork steaks, and I have pork chops, so I'm going to use it with the barbecue sauce. It's char siu pork. This is the sauce she used. This one here. Delicious. I'm going to season it, and we're going to fry it outside because this morning the house smelled like pork. And I want to do it outside in the terrace. Okay, I got the pork chops here. And I'm going to pour the sauce in here first. Look at this beautiful, gooey, delicious sauce. I love it. I love it. This is your barbecue sauce. So you gotta dip it in here. A little bit cold, but I'll spread it out later. Put them in here, like that. I'll continue to do this and I'll get back to you. You get the idea. I got my pork chops with the Cantonese style barbecue sauce. I'm gonna get the fire going. I rub the sauce generously with gloves on. Before I usually cook meat, I I usually wash it with water and vinegar, and then you dry it, and then you season it. That's what I did with this one. So I'll get the fire going. Today is a beautiful day here in Hollywood, Florida. It's gorgeous. That's why I decided to do this outside. Ready for the steaks. This is gonna be so good. I love this sauce. I love Chinese barbecue sauce. I love Chinese food. When I cook out here, the next day the terrace smells like China. Like a Chinese restaurant. I love it. And when you cook pork, this is thin, but if it's thicker, you have to cook it at a temperature, in a temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. But this is rather thin. And then when you put it in here, just let it create the Maillard reaction. This is the caramelization of the protein. This is to make better flavor for the meat, not to lock in the juices like people say. And then after you finish, you take it out and you let it rest so the juices could go back into the outer layer of the meat, and then you could cut it. Wait about 3 minutes now. You know, the meat curls like this. You usually have to cut it every 2 inches with a knife so it will not curl. I forgot to do that. Okay, this are done. This is beautiful pork steak. They smell amazing. The other ones I'm going to cut around the edges so it won't curl up. You see what I mean? I grab my scissors, or you could do it with a knife. This is a kitchen scissor, and you could just cut along the edges every 1 or 2 inches before you even season the meat, and this will prevent it from curling up. I'm going to fry this next and I'll be done. And there you have it, another delicious plate. You could garnish with scallions, and you have an easy, fast plate for the week. Hope you enjoyed this. I still have 2 more plates to create from Marion. Thank you, Marion, for this delicious recipes. I love the way you cook. Thank you. See, now they don't curl up because I cut the edges. If you do that, your meat will be straight. The ingredients we're going to use for the next 2 dishes are pork belly, garlic, gailan, bok choy, shallots, Shaoxing cooking wine, limes, vinegar, jasmine rice, eggs, sweet soy sauce, red chili pepper, cucumber, shiitake mushrooms, lemongrass, scallions. We're gonna make some fried rice to go with this pork. To prepare the sauce for the fried rice, we're gonna use soy sauce with Shaoxing wine, cooking wine. I'm gonna use a little bit of sesame seed oil. We're gonna use some sugar. A little bit of sugar to make this. This is brown sugar. We got our sauce. We're going to cut the stems of the Chinese broccoli first because they're the hardest one. And then we'll throw in the leaves. I'm gonna have to wash them again, just to show you how it's cut, and then the leaves go later. Ready to prepare the fried rice. I'm gonna do it in my wok, my favorite wok. And once we get the wok smoky hot, then we'll pour the oil and we'll start cooking. The wok is smoky hot. We're gonna pour some oil. We're gonna start with the onions. Marion's mom usually she cooks very well, and she says her mom always makes a fried rice with large pieces of onion in wedges. So I'm doing it exactly how she did it. She used to wok on top of a stove, but since I have this one outside, I wanted to show you how easy it is. Next is the garlic. I usually use garlic last, but this is the way she did it. When I cook fried rice, I like to add all the ingredients possible. Like I would add ginger to this. She didn't add ginger. I would add hoisin sauce, oyster sauce, but then it'll change the whole recipe. And we're gonna add the stems first because they're harder to cook. And then we'll add the leaves. Then she adds green onions, scallions. When you're cooking a wok, it's fast. The only thing, it takes a long time to prepare all your mise en place, all your ingredients, everything cut up, all the vegetables, ready to just pour inside the wok, and in 10 minutes everything's done. I'm going to add the leaves. We're going to add the egg, 3 eggs. Put it on the side here. Mix it all in so we could add the rice. Now they say that you have to have a day-old rice. I just made this one now, and there's a chef that I follow on YouTube. He says that he was told that if you want to make it look like a day-old rice, all you have to do is add eggs to the rice. I made this pot. Fresh jasmine rice. They say that the best rice to use for fried rice is basmati rice, which is Indian. Because it's long grains and it cooks really well. You should smell the sauce when I prepared it. It's so good. We're gonna add it soon. This is an easy fried rice recipe. If you want to do it during the week. The sauce is so delicious. In goes the sauce. We'll add more rice so it won't look so dark. Thing is, I use dark soy sauce, which is usually used like for meat, and light soy sauce you use for the fried rice and also for the chicken. When you marinate your chicken, you should use light soy sauce and dark for the meat. I usually take food to work at the hospital where I work at, and I share, and they love it. They watch me on the channel, and then they know it's coming the next day. Smells so good. Okay, that's it for the fried rice. I'll go on to the next one. I can taste it now. I ended up adding the rest of the rice, and now it's a little lighter. So, looks great. You see? I couldn't wait to taste it. Oh my God. It's so good. We're going to the next dish. The next recipe is Taiwanese braised pork. The pork I'm going to use for this recipe is pork belly. I bought them pre-cut, and I'm going to cut them in smaller pieces. I cut them in small pieces, so now they're ready to go in the wok. The wok is ready. Pour in the oil, add the pork belly. Now while the pork fries, I'm going to be crushing some peppercorns in the mortar. Grind this up. I have all the ingredients ready to continue. We're going straight to the pork. Have a teaspoon of the peppercorns, the garlic, about 4 cloves, a whole shallot. We call it shallot. And we're going to go over the aromatics. We have ginger, star anise. I have Indian bay leaves here, and we have a cinnamon stick. A little bit of soy sauce. A little bit of sweet soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of Shaoxing wine, 3 teaspoons of sugar. I got brown sugar, light brown sugar. Smells really good. Pour in water and let it cook in low heat. That way it'll reduce into a nice thick sauce. Tastes delicious. Put a very low heat since I'm cooking in the wok. See how it's coming along? Getting thicker and thicker. Here we have shiitake mushrooms. If you buy them dry, you have to hydrate them in water for about 20 minutes. I had them for 20 minutes. And you want to take the stem out because it's very hard. And then you're going to pour this in with the pork. Cut them in quarters. And we're also going to use hard-boiled eggs, 8 minutes boiling, and we're going to add those in there with the sauce at the end. Mushrooms in. She says to cook the pork for about an hour. Been about half an hour already. Slowly cooking away. I'm going to add the hard-boiled eggs. I took it out of the wok, and then I had boiled the eggs for 8 minutes, hard-boiled eggs, and then I am pouring this sauce because it is so good. It's really good. I love it. Our pork is ready. I prepared some white rice. Look at this, how beautiful. And the sauce, pour over the white rice. And there you have it. A wonderful dish. The next dish we have coming up is Vietnamese lemongrass chicken. First thing we're gonna do is grab your lemongrass and give it a good batch with your knife. And then get rid of the outside layers because they're kind of harsh. You can use this whenever you're gonna make a soup. So you could freeze them and reuse them, the outer layers. Smells so good. I love it. Then you cut this off, bottom end, and then you cut it really small so we could put it in our chicken for the marinating. So it's gonna go into our chicken. And then we have our garlic, our pepper, black pepper. Then we're gonna add fish sauce, sugar. So with the black pepper, the sugar, the lemongrass, fish sauce, the garlic, it's gonna be a delicious, it's gonna be a great marinade for your chicken. It smells so good. We're gonna add a little bit of oil. You can do this on the grill or you could do it in a pan. After marinating, you can start cooking it. Skin first. When you place chicken or meat with oil, and you're trying to like sear it, you have to leave it alone for 2 or 3 minutes. Otherwise, you'll be fighting with it, trying to get it out. It needs to sear. For the Marla reaction, I think it's about ready. You can check it. Smells so good. Imagine if you marinate this for 8 hours or 24 hours, is even better. I'm just doing it fast because I want to show you in the video the thigh. My friend Eva gave me this pan and I love it. I have some red chili peppers here. I freeze them and they last longer. This is to make our sauce. I cut the red chili peppers. Now don't touch your eyes when you're doing this or scratch anywhere in your body because you're gonna regret it. Don't be scratching around. You won't be very happy. I left the chicken in the pan because being chicken thighs, they don't dry out. So I just leave them alone. And then that way I could prepare the sauce. So we have fish sauce here. And we have vinegar. I'm gonna add the garlic. A little sugar. And the red chili peppers for flavor and color. This is a good dipping sauce that you can use, and you could keep it in the fridge. You use it as a salad dressing, and it's delicious. I love spicy. Now we're gonna cut some lime. And give it a mix. I cut our cucumbers. Add some of that sauce in my Lips are burning, but I'm happy. I don't care because I love spicy food. Let's go take a look at our chicken now. Now we're gonna slice our chicken. Oh, so soft. We're gonna put it over our rice. Add the cucumbers. Now we're gonna add our Vietnamese sauce. We're gonna drizzle it. And we're also gonna add cilantro. This is preference, like Marianne likes. I love cilantro. Someone told me one time I don't like cilantro, and I said I cannot believe you, because the smell and the taste is so delicious. I guess they're not happy people. And there you have it, our Vietnamese dish. Now it's time to taste this fabulous dish. Oh my God. The chicken is so nice and tender and tasty. I love it with the cilantro and the cucumbers. This is a great combination. Thank you, Marion. I'm going to cook this more often. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Marion. We love you. Oh my God. Oh. I can't stop eating. This is too delicious. I started this video at 2:30 p.m. today, my day off, and it's 9 p.m. This is all the preparation that it takes to make a video. The prepping, the cooking, the lighting, the setup, the chop, the mise en place, buying all the ingredients, and following all the instructions accordingly to whatever recipe you're following to give you the right information and the right recipe for you to enjoy. Guys, today is 12/11/2023. Tomorrow is 12/12/2023. They celebrate Virgin Guadalupe in Mexico. It's very big there, well celebrated. So I wish you from the Virgin good health, good luck, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and thank you for watching my channel. I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching. This is the mess I have to pick up after this video.